Hey, professional comm class, I'm going to try to make these directions quick. Today, you are going to be looking at a media bias chart. Remember, this is professional communication, and you need to be able to analyze sources in terms of bias and be able to give us a report on a news article or a news source. So, what we have up first is this media bias chart, which is currently updated. It's January 2022. It shows us some of the most popular news sources and where their bias falls. Almost every source has a bias. They lean left, which is liberal or democratic, or they might lean right, which is conservative or Republican. It is very normal for a source to have a bias. It is your job as a student of professional communication to try to pick a source that is as unbiased as possible while still being able to have the freedom to read what you want. So here is a chart that will help you. I'm going to go to a different source and make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so here on the media bias chart, what you have is this huge graphic of some of the most common sources that you have heard of. You have heard of a lot of these. Fox News, CNN, The Morning Joe, The Daily Beast, Rachel Maddow, Wall Street Journal, Rasmussen Reports, News Nation, the U.S. Sun. So you've heard of these things. Fox and Friends, ABC, NBC, up first. You've heard of these, but you might not be familiar with any of them. You're students in high school. I know you have other things to do. So we're just going to dip our toe in the water. I want for you to pick a source on this chart that falls above this green line, meaning that they are more reliable than the sources below. Anywhere above the green line is fine. They're more reliable, and they typically include analysis of the facts. And if you get to the very, very tippy top, sometimes you just have facts, like an AP, but it still leans left. So if you are picking from above the top, you still have freedom. In an ideal world, you would pick a source that tries its best to be unbiased. So you'd be looking straight down this middle line here. That's hard to do. You have opinions. So if you would like to pick a source that leans right or leans left, meaning leans conservatively or leans liberally, you are welcome to. But I do want you to pick a source that is more reliable as opposed to less reliable, and a lot of opinion pieces, which you can see down here. Once you have found a website or a podcast that you would like to listen to an article from, you're going to find an article that interests you, something that you feel is newsworthy, so not like the city of Stacyville has a dog as mayor. That's not newsworthy. I want you to find something that is significant. It can be in sports, politics, entertainment, something that is worthy of your reading. Then you're going to complete what we call newsworthy. We'll do a few of these this semester, and it looks like this, and it's been assigned to you. You need to tell me your news source. You can just copy and paste the link, write the title, and tell me the publishing date of that article. Next is the basics. Who was the article or podcast about? What was it about? Where was it taking place? When did this happen? Why did it happen? And how? What are the specifics of how it occurred? Magnitude. Think about the magnitude of the event or story. Was it international, national, or local? And then reflection is, what do you think about it? Remember, you want to write a detailed description here. We're looking for 5 or more sentences. So just a sentence or two doesn't quite cut it. But this is your opportunity to see how biased some of your sources are, and maybe to be acquainted with something that is a little less biased. So have fun. Go find something interesting. Read something cool, and then report back to me. Turn this in today. It counts as both your attendance and a grade. All right. Thanks, you guys. Have a good day.